Okay, hello Year 5, it's Monday, so we've got a new group of spellings to learn this week, and we're looking at creating nouns using the ship suffix, so S-H-I-P at the end of the word to create a noun. Now, more often than not, we talk about nouns as people or places or things, and last week we were looking at abstract nouns, so nouns like silliness and nastiness, so more to do with feelings when you can't point to them, but you know that they're there. So all of the words that we're looking at this week end with the letters S-H-I-P. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all of these, but I'm going to give you the chance to see if you can come up with them. So Chadcaster United, who were on the verge of bankruptcy, so that means that they were running out of money, were relieved to have secured a new something deal with a local business. Okay, so you know the end of this word is S-H-I-P, ship. Okay, so if you're thinking about football clubs, they quite often have companies that give them money and their logos are on their kits. Last chance to think about it. Okay, so it's sponsorship. Okay, so these companies pay some money and then their logos are there as advertising. So when people look at them, it tells them about the company. So sponsorship. Okay, Karen, who had always dreamt of being a bricklayer, was accepted on something at a local building firm. So this is something that you might do if you want to become a tradesperson quite often. So somebody who is a builder, or it might be a mechanic. It's generally about going to, I suppose, college, but also learning on the job. So it may be that you spend one day a week at college and then you would then spend the rest of the time actually doing the job, working alongside somebody else, so learning on the job, I suppose. So rather than having to go to university and learn about it in a classroom, you actually learn by doing it. And that's called becoming an apprentice. So that's an apprenticeship. Okay, you have it with hairdressing, lots of different things. And then the last one, Henry, who had worked as a carpenter for 40 years, always received positive comments about the fine something of his furniture. Okay, so these three sentences have the relative clause embedded in it, so we're looking at finding out more about Henry. So Henry, who had worked as a carpenter for 40 years, always received positive comments about the fine. What do you think? I'm not going to tell you this one. I wonder if you could send this back to me on your portfolio page and tell me what you think this word is. Okay, so here are this week's spellings to practice. As always, we're looking at the red ones are the ones that you're doing if you just do 5 spellings, and then if you do all 10, you're then going to be doing all of them, so the red and the black ones. So membership, now lots of these spellings are quite long, but actually if you break it up into syllables, so that's how many sounds you hear in a word, you can hear the sounds really clearly. So if I was trying to write membership, I would spell it out as mem-ber-ship. Okay, so break it up into sounds and then you can hear them. So don't be put off by the fact that these are longer spellings. So ownership, so own-ship. Partnership, partnership. Okay, dictatorship. So if somebody's a dictator, I wonder if you know what that means. So a dictator would be someone who orders other people around. Nobody else has a say. So Adolf Hitler was a dictator we've talked about in school. So somebody that just orders people around, makes decisions, doesn't listen to anybody else. They're the person in charge. Okay, so then you've got championship. Okay, so that might be a football championship. It could be a spelling championship. Craftsmanship. Okay, that's quite a tricky one, but again, if you sound it out into sounds, as in syllables, so you've got craft, so C-R-A-F-T, then you've got that S there, so you might say crafts, then manship. Okay, again, use that spelling voice, make the sounds that you forget sound a bit different so they stand out in your memory. Fellowship. Okay, I always think about the Fellowship of the Ring, that's a Lord of the Rings reference there. But fellowship might be about friendship, okay, seeing people as your friends. And then we've got apprenticeship, which is the one we were talking about, maybe when you're learning how to become a mechanic or something like that. Then you've got citizenship, which we talk about a lot in school, being a good citizen of the world. And then we've got sponsorship. Okay, so good luck with those spellings. Please now go on to Spelling Shed and practice them. So the red ones are if you're doing the 5 spellings, all of them are if you're doing 10. Okay, good luck.